Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mini Scroll, the daily internet culture podcast bringing you the biggest stories from social media, the creator economy, and the digital space every Monday through Thursday and sometimes Fridays like today. I'm your host, Lauren Meisner, the founder of the youth digital media brand, Centennial World. Welcome back to Mini Scroll, everyone. A cute little Friday mini scroll for you guys. Also, here in Sydney, it's finally starting to feel like maybe summer, and apparently Tuesday is going to be 27 degrees. So I am so looking forward to the summer. I am ready for winter to be over, even though I am Canadian, and you would think that I'd be able to hack the winter. But any expat here knows that the winter in Australia hits so different because nothing here is built for winter. Nothing here is actually built for any weather. I see people say that on TikTok all the time, and I'm like, that's so true. The houses, the buildings, nothing's built for summer or winter. Okay, before I get into it, please remember to rate, review, and subscribe. Please Spotify star rate us. It helps us so much. Leave us an Apple review. Buy us a coffee if you feel so inclined. It all helps us so much. It helps us keep going. It helps us grow. All right, the first story that I have for you guys is Tana Mongeau has collabed on a new makeup collection with Tarte Cosmetics. So Tana Mongeau has just launched a makeup collab with Tarte. The collab features 2 limited edition lip kits, and at the time of recording, one of them is sold out. I imagine the other probably also is at this point, but it will for sure be sold out soon. They're basically inspired by Tana's like everyday lip combo vibe, and I actually love that it's a lip kit. At first, I was like, that's such a weird decision. Like, that's so archaic. And then I was like, actually, that's such a good decision because it's so nostalgic. And, Tana's kind of like peak infamy in her career was like 2015 to 2018 when lip kits were everywhere, when they were so viral. Viral? Were they even viral? Was viral even a thing back then? Like, it was, but I guess it was viral. It's like Snapchat vibes. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so I thought this was a really good decision. Also, like, we are always looking for a lip combo. I have seen people criticizing that one of the lip kits comes with like a Hailey Bieber-esque lipstick or like lip gloss like phone holder thing, and it's like kind of ugly, and I don't know, it's not like really the vibe, but I actually think the products are going to be really good. I love Tarte products. I know we talk a lot about Tarte on this podcast because they do all those insane influencer trips, and there's always just like a lot going on behind the scenes with that brand. But their products, I actually love them. Every product that I have tried from Tarte, I've been like, this is honestly amazing. Especially their eye products. Like, oh, so good. I love their eyeshadows. I love their eyeliners. So if I was like a really big fan of Tana, I would definitely be getting this. Now, the video announcing it is really cute. Tana said that she felt like it was so weird to be working with such a big like mainstream brand because for so long mainstream brands wouldn't touch her because she was like not brand safe. So she was like, it's so weird being in like brand safe era, which is really cute. Now, another little bit of Tana Mongeau news, this is not like a second story, it's just like an offshoot, is that she was spotted at the Unwell Network offices recently. So people are wondering if she's going to be launching a podcast under Unwell now that Canceled is over. She still has Not Loveline with Trisha Paytas, but I mean, from what I see on Reddit, people don't really like that podcast. It doesn't really seem to be super popular with fans. And I saw one interesting analysis. And if you guys listen to Not Loveline and you listen to Canceled frequently, let me know if you agree with this. But I saw people talking about how, like, with Canceled, Brooke and Tana were okay with disagreeing, and Brooke like brought a bit of friction to their dynamic, whereas Trisha and Tana like constantly agree with each other. And so it's just not that interesting. Okay, the next story that I have for you guys, I'm sure you have seen this. This is the most viral thing on the internet today. Urgent care workers have been fired from a clinic in California after making TikToks mocking patients' bodily fluids. So, a group of California healthcare workers have been fired after a TikTok video surfaced of them mocking stains which were believed to be bodily fluids on exam tables. The video was posted by an employee on their own account, and it featured a carousel of clinic staff members basically posing with like their thumbs up and like big smiles beside exam tables and like, the paper that's on exam tables when you go to the doctor. And there seemed to be like patient discharge from pap smears or other reproductive testing. So this carousel was in response to the prompt, "Are patients allowed to leave you guys gifts?" And the caption read, "Guess the substance." Now, the backlash was really intense, as you can imagine. I mean, this is so fucked up for so many reasons, but some of the main things that people were saying. So, like women and just like people going for medical exams, but like especially women going in for reproductive testing, it's such a vulnerable experience, anyways. And now having to see your healthcare workers mocking you, especially if you go to that clinic or you've been to that clinic, it's so horrible. It's going to make people so much more apprehensive to get this type of testing if they feel like this is how their medical team feels about them or responds to them having a very normal function, which is like stuff coming out when people are up in there, okay? There's already so much distrust in science and medicine right now. So this is also just giving people more ammo to like fall down or go down the MAHA pipeline. And I also saw one comment that literally broke me. It said that some women get the worst news of their lives on those beds. And it's disgraceful to be making a mockery of that entire situation. So the company Sutter Health, which oversees the clinic, confirmed Wednesday that the employees responsible had been terminated, calling the posts inappropriate and insensitive. The network also said the person who uploaded the TikTok had not worked at the facility for 2 months. A lot of people don't believe that. They're like, why would somebody post this video of them clearly at work with all their colleagues if they had left 2 months prior? But I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter either way when this person did or did not work there. And even though they were fired, many are calling for the workers to lose their medical licenses. People are saying fired isn't enough. Okay, and the last story that I have for you guys, there's like this digital uprising in the Philippines right now going viral as TikTok users expose the Nepo babies of politicians and government contractors in an effort to fight back against corruption. This is a very interesting story. I got it from Pedestrian. Whenever I find something that's a bit niche, I try and like cite where I got it from. So I did not find this on my own. This was through Pedestrian. So this movement was triggered by outrage over the July 2025 floods, when monsoon rains and storms left Metro Manila and nearby provinces underwater. Over 6 million people were affected, more than 30 were killed, and thousands were displaced. Billions were spent on flood protections, but obviously this whole situation highlighted how ineffective those protections were. So then online investigators started to do some digging because they felt like this just didn't add up. And they uncovered that over 1 billion pesos of the 545 billion pesos flood control budget went to just 15 contractors, many allegedly tied to politicians. So in an effort to, I guess, fight back against this, now users are digging into the social media accounts of these contractors' children and criticizing their luxury lifestyles. And this actually has led to some fallout. So for example, vlogger Claudine Ko, her father's company was implicated, and she disappeared from social media after backlash to her luxury lifestyle posts. Creator Jamie Cruz, who was also tied to another firm that received billions, made her Instagram private after a Chanel bag video went viral where she was like showing a Chanel bag. A bunch of these Nepo babies have restricted comments or locked down their accounts amid all of this mounting pressure. Now, there's two sides to this, of course, right? So there's the people that are like in favor of this, and then there's other people who are like, the children of these powerful people, what did they have to do with this? Like, why are we taking it out on them? So the people who are like in favor of that are basically saying like a lot of these children, quote unquote, look like they are in their late 20s, maybe even 30s. They shouldn't be shielded by this. They're adults, they can handle it. And some people think having the pressure on the children will maybe actually make the politicians and the people who are like doing this alleged corruption, I guess, change or reflect, or something might happen. Others feel like maybe this is just like a lifestyle policing witch hunt. You know, people feel like they want to get up on their righteous high horse and go after people who have more than them. And I mean, I think both of those ideas or opinions on this are valid because we do see the latter happen so often, and people kind of frame their, cyberbullying as social justice. But I also do think that there is some interesting organization going on behind the scenes of like this digital kind of uprising. Like I said, the government in the Philippines has begun official investigations into flood control spending, and it promises apparently to pursue, quote, even a whiff of corruption. But regardless if anything actually comes of this, I think this is another example of how people are just not having this widening wealth gap, and they're looking for ways to create their own change. And they're using social media to do that because at the end of the day, that is some of the best power that we have right now. Anyways, guys, that's it for Mini Scroll today. Thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe. Buy us a coffee, rate us on Spotify, all of that good stuff. I love you guys, and I will talk to you on Monday. Bye.